Listen, I appreciate a lot of the things that the elders did for us because they laid a powerful groundwork. Okay, they gave us a powerful foundation. Okay, and I am, y'all know your girl is all about history, so I appreciate history. I love history, right? And I think there's a lot for us to learn in regards to our history, and the elders keep a lot of that. But certain stuff, certain stuff do gotta go though. Certain stuff gotta go. Okay, certain stuff, in my opinion, is not important in the grand scheme of things. Okay, especially when we're talking about cutting out division and cutting out people moving in these different directions and all of that different stuff. You are not going to get everybody to be the same. It's not going to happen. You are not going to get this homogeneous, you know, one way for the community. That's not going to happen. It's completely impractical. So, in my opinion, it's certain stuff that don't even need to be really involved anymore. Okay? And I'm going to say a few of them. Folk probably going to get to hollering. I don't care. You know, I don't care. Okay? One, people's sexuality is not your business. Okay? People's sexuality don't got nothing to do, okay, with the black movement and getting rid of systemic oppression, systemic racism, and systemic poverty. Okay? People's sexuality is their business. Okay? It's their business. That's them. What they do. You hetero, cool. You hetero. Okay? But if a person is a hetero and they got some very important skills, then I think that those skills should be utilized. Okay? Um, and that's my opinion on that. Right? Number two, I don't think that people have to be married or have to be in a relationship with each other for the movement to be successful. The reason why is because going into the research on systemic poverty, okay, if folk ain't got their stuff together and if folk ain't right, okay, it takes down, okay, the odds of success for that relationship, right? So if they're dealing with economic struggles, financial problems, issues with financial literacy, et cetera, the economic alienation of black men, the economic alienation of black women, all of that, that's going to put stressors on the family unit that is ultimately going to lead to either a very tense, toxic relationship or disintegration of that relationship, okay? Very seldomly will it lead to them overcoming that without dragging themselves and possibly children through that mess. Okay? Through that mess. So the foundation of any healthy relationships are two whole, healthy people. But it is very difficult to be whole and healthy in a system that keeps oppressing you. Okay? Right? That's hard. That's hard to deal with. Folk mad at the system and mad at the way that the system hinders them, mad at the way the system oppresses them. And what are we running around in the community doing? Okay, abusing each other, abusing and harming each other. Okay, so no, we don't need to have romantic relationships and stuff like that, child. Let's just work on being healthy individuals and coexisting and working together in a healthy manner. If you find love along the way in the movement, good for you. But that's not something that I would put as a sole focus in order to fighting oppression. Okay, y'all cannot hunt your way to freedom. Y'all can't hunt your way to liberation. Okay. And having kids in this climate does nothing but fuel systemic poverty once you get into doing the research on systemic poverty. Okay? Three, the ageism. The ageism got to stop. Okay? It don't matter how old somebody is. If they right, they right. Okay? If they right, they right. We shouldn't just dismiss folk because they really, really old or dismiss folk because they really, really young. Okay? All of that stuff is valuable and important, and a good idea is a good idea. Number four, religion. Okay? Your religion, your faith, all of that is between you and God. Okay? Between you and God. All right? Getting in all that, okay, is just going to detract from the movement and cause division because everybody got different faiths and different spiritual beliefs. I try to knock out everything that's going to cause division. Okay? You don't, folk ain't got to be best friend. okay, for us to move in a united direction, okay? Folk ain't all got to dang agree unanimously, okay, on somebody else's lifestyle and how they live and how they are and how they talk and how they be. If they ain't hurt nobody, they ain't hurt nobody. Leave it alone. And I believe it can be done. I do. I believe it can be done. You know, shoot, my own marriage is new school and old school. I'm the new school. My husband's the old school. I'm a millennial. He's Gen X. Okay, so it can work. It can happen if folk are willing to make compromises and folk are willing to prioritize the things that really matter. Okay, number five. I forgot number five, y'all. Number five. Okay, this gender stuff. Okay, these patriarchal gender roles. Okay, if if a person got a good idea and what they saying is right is right. Okay, I don't have time and I don't think it makes sense to suppress talent or suppress pure brilliance because it comes from a woman. Just like I wouldn't say it makes sense to suppress pure brilliance because it comes from a man or whoever. Okay, so that's my list. That's my list of five things that I think gotta go in order to actually focus on the important objectives.